Rosa Audiobooks presents The Mistress of Penningtons by Rachel Brimble, narrated by Willow Nash. Chapter 1. City of Bath, January 1910. Elizabeth Pennington turned off the final light in the ladies' department of Pennington's department store and wandered through the semi-darkness to the window. She stared at Bath's premier shopping street below. Christmas had passed 3 weeks before, and all the excitement and possibilities of the new year beckoned. 1910. Even the year held the ring of a new beginning, a new start for something bigger and better. Yet, how could she revel in any possible excitement when her plans to advance her position within the store were still halted by her father? She crossed her arms as, once again, her frustration mounted. Would this be yet another year where she remained static, her father holding her caged and controlled? As the only child born to Edward and Helena Pennington, Elizabeth had been a happy child under her mother's care, homeschooled by a governess before being launched into society. Yet the balls and teas, at-home visits and theatre had soon grown tiresome, and she had longed to accompany her father on his days at work. Edward Pennington, amused by his daughter's emerging passion for all things retail, had consented to her coming along whenever possible, teaching her the basics of merchandising and marketing, allowing her to serve as a shop girl, a role that had satisfied Elizabeth for a while, until, in 1906, her father had opened the largest department store fashionable Edwardian Bath had ever seen. From the moment she'd stepped into its sparkling, breathtaking foyer, Elizabeth would not be shaken from working as the head of the new ladies' department. Having finally won her father's agreement 2 years ago, she'd launched herself into the role with determination and commitment, proving her worth through steadily increasing sales, footfall, and morale amongst her staff. Now she wanted more, deserved more. Elizabeth breathed in deeply as she stared at the hatted men and women who streamed back and forth on the busy street, the trams slowing to pick up or allow passengers to disembark. How many of these women had she dressed and accessorized? How many had she helped to spend their father's or husband's money? Did they too long to stand tall and proud and spend their own earnings from their own success? Although Bath was still only a small-scale industrial city, it was identified by its social elite, a city that was a bustling oasis of the firmly established upper class.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?